Alright, so today's video is dedicated to the hardworking guys at NetherRealm Studios. Just wanted to thank them for all their hard work, first and foremost, and that's a very sincere thank you. But I just wanted to also highlight how horrible the new Champions Arena is. First off, it's pretty early in the morning, 1:53 a.m., shortly after the refresh, the second refresh of the day, or if you, depending on your perspective, could be the first, because there's two every day, every 12 hours. I'm currently sitting at 14th place. Before 12 o'clock, I was actually sitting pretty much getting ready to be eliminated somewhere between 80 and 90. But in one 12-hour period, I pretty much accumulated about 300 points. And look at my roster here. One of the reasons why the new Champions Arena isn't that great is you can use your entire, or you have to use your entire roster except the cards that you use, or the characters that you use on your defensive teams. If you look at my roster here, it's not that great, so bear with me, but all of my heroes have been used in the effort to get closer to being upgraded to the next division. If you look at this, every hero except for those that belong to the defensive team have been used, or must be used, every 12 hours or twice a day for you to basically maintain a position where you can upgrade to the next division. Yep, pretty much my entire roster. Why is that? Why is it that we have to grind so hard and fight so many fights? Because every time we do one fight, it is 3 rounds of fighting. That's a lot of fights that you have to win. It's because if you look at position 15, I'm at 14 right now, but even in this division, which is okay, so it is division 4, so you kind of expect it to be a little bit easier, but I found this to be true in division 3, division 2, division 1. When you go and you click into your opponents, because NetherRealm Studios has actually prohibited the use of defensive characters in the actual competition, nobody wants to use their best heroes on the defensive team, because that prevents you from being able to rack up points every 12 hours or twice a day. So of course, as a response to this, everybody's going to want to put their weakest characters on their defensive team, because they don't want their hands tied down. And of course, honestly, in their credit, what they did was they locked the defensive teams, so people who are boosting could no longer do that anymore. But at the same time, what they did was they created this extra rule where you were not only not able to use your characters in the Champions Arena, but you can't use them in the missions. You can't use them almost anywhere else in the game, and that to me didn't make a lot of sense. But as you look at the rankings here, at 11th place is a team that has a total in 3 rounds of 158,000 threat. So in each round, as you can see on the right side here, you've got 53k, 49k, 55k. And if you really think about it, those teams are super easy. You basically blink your eyes and they're gone. In 12th place, defending 12th place, a total threat of only 64,000. And if you're looking at that, that's like 33k and 31k, and that is even easier than defending 11th place. So because of this, you have to use your entire roster to be competitive and to be able to rack up the number of points needed to maintain the first place. If you look at first place in our division, it's 440 points. If you go up higher to Division 2 or to Division 1, within one season, people easily max out over 100 or over 1,000 points each season. And people tend to have to fight 150 to sometimes a few hundred fights just to get that first place. This has made the Champions Arena a very painful grind. That's even worse than the regular arena, because every fight that you fight, well, not every, but most fights that you fight requires 3 rounds of fighting. It's just way too much of a grind, and that's part of the reason why many of us don't really care to play Champions Arena anymore. Well, NetherRealms, I hope you're listening. As I said, I am really thankful for all of the great things that you've created and put together in this game. Really hope that you change up this strategy of locking your heroes from doing anything other than being on the defensive team for Champions Arena, because that really creates a competition system that just doesn't make any sense, because now everybody has their weakest heroes on the defensive team. They didn't build stronger defensive teams. They just used all of their weakest heroes because they don't want their stronger heroes being locked up and not being able to be a part of the competition. Anyway, thanks for listening to my rant. Have a nice day.